Yeah, get on up in here. We back. We back with another one. Yeah, Trump, purge time is here. The purge time is here. He's definitely purging America for all illegal immigrants and also the children of illegal immigrants. Hey, Trump came through like Usher say, Daddy's home, home for air. Hey, Trump came through standing on business, as y'all say. Straight up. Yeah, we got it. It's a sad case, but it ain't a sad case because at the same time, the people in America feels a certain way about this. You're just, coming and overtaking their land and not coming the right proper way. You got to come in and go through the proper steps, just like any other country. But we got some clips here today of, Hispanics and, Latin Americans like that reacting to the news of the mass deportation that's going on, and ICE is carrying it out. Right now we got Selena Gomez coming up right here. She seems like she's very upset and distraught about something, So we're going to see what she got to say.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children.
All my people.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
NBC News has also learned this morning that the country of Colombia has recently turned away 2 deportation flights from the United States. Each of those flights held about 80 people, all Colombian migrants, according to a defense official. The aircraft...
Hold on. This is my thing with that. Colombia is rejecting flights of their own people coming back. What kills me is everybody comes to America and they're quick to wave their flags, have flags all in front of their house, drive down the street with their flags, Cinco de Mayo and all these different, holidays, other countries celebrate. They're so prideful in America, as if they're taunting America, saying, hey, look, I come from such a prideful place. Y'all are not great as me. And that's how I look at it. Like, if you're so prideful, why are you leaving your country where you were born, your parents were born, your friends are there, your family is there? And if you're so prideful, why does your president don't even want your own citizens back, your own people back? I'm not understanding that part right there. But anyway, let's go.
Aircraft, which were American military C-17s, were initially cleared to land in Colombia, but the president, Gustavo Petro, revoked diplomatic clearances for all U.S. flights, meaning no military or ICE flights will now be allowed to land. What? On Thursday, Mexico also denied access to American aircraft to land with migrants. On Friday, Guatemala allowed 3 American aircraft carrying migrants to land.
Law enforcement from multiple federal agencies converge on Chicago. New video tonight showing ICE and other federal agents knocking on doors and making arrests. ICE confirming, alongside multiple federal partners, they've started, quote, conducting enhanced targeted operations today in Chicago to enforce U.S. immigration law.
If you're in the country illegally, it's not okay. It's not okay to violate laws of this country.
White House border czar Tom Homan on ABC's This Week, admitting there may be arrests of people with no criminal background, particularly in sanctuary cities.
Sanctuary cities lock us out of the jails. So instead of ICE being able to arrest the bad guy, the criminal alien, in the safety and security of the jail where the officer's safe, the alien's safe, and the public's safe, sanctuary cities release them back in the community.
New pictures released by the Drug Enforcement Agency show Homan and Acting Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove alongside federal agents in Chicago. ICE says it's working with the FBI, ATF, DEA, Border Patrol, and U.S. Marshals Service. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson weighing in with a statement tonight, saying in part, there have been confirmed reports of ICE enforcement activity in Chicago today. Per city code, Chicago police were not involved in this immigration enforcement activity. On CNN today, Governor J.B. Pritzker said violent criminals who've been convicted and are undocumented should be deported. But he's afraid President Trump will cast a wider net with his long-promised mass deportations.
Now, what they're also doing, though, and it's quite disturbing, is they're going after people who are law-abiding, who are holding down jobs, who have families here, who may have been here for a decade or 2 decades, and they're often our neighbors and our friends. And why are we going after them?
Illinois Senators Dick Durbin and Tammy Duckworth releasing a joint statement tonight saying in part, quote, we stand with the immigrant community in Chicago and across the country, and our offices and caseworkers are ready to help those who are improperly caught up in these raids.
So how many years altogether did you live in the U.S.?
That's almost 19 years.
19 years?
Yes, I have a wife, kids. I have one daughter, is 4 years, and one boy is 4 months
19
old.
years,
I left
y'all.
there.
You have a 4-year-old daughter and a 4-month-old son.
Yes, I left there.
And they're in with your wife in the U.S.
Yes. And I'm scared. Because now the Trump, they say they have to go, go with a criminal, but we're not a criminal,
But you have a trespassing conviction?
Yes. But to me, it's not like that. Well,
To you, it's not as serious a crime.
yes, I'm not.
So what now? Where do you go, Fidel?
Now I have to go with my mom, with my dad.
They live here.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to stay here? Or do you think you'll go back?
I have to go back, for sure.
You'll find a way back.
Yes.
So how many...
It's $1 million phone, oh, we ready to get it in. We just met on last week, tryna throw us what we seen. In Miami on the beach, she tryna throw me on the scene. In the club, got them racks on me, niggas throwing it underhand.
Now that's funny right there. Hey, that's
What happens
funny.
when you get caught in Mexico? How did they even find me in the first place? I was coming back from a concert in a bus stop at a toll booth. Some guy came in asking for ID. I showed him my California ID, but I didn't have my passport. Next thing I knew, I was in a van. I got to the immigration office. They patted me down, took away all my belongings. They looked me up and they saw that I overstayed my 180-day tourist visa. Long story short, they didn't let me leave the immigration office until I bought my ticket to go back to the USA. Which is crazy because I already have my dual citizenship in process, but it's not complete yet. That could be why it didn't show up in the system. The closest flight I could get had multiple stops. Before I went to LA, I stopped at Monterrey. I thought it was going to be a smooth process going back to the United States, but then this happened. I didn't get my little paper stamp that they give you when you enter the country, so I ended up missing my flight. And anyone that overstays their 180 days, you have to pay a fee of 717 pesos, which is $35. But since I'm being kicked out of the country, I didn't have to pay that Anyways, they got me another multiple stop flight. So it took me 2 more flights before I got back to the United States. Yes. And once I saw the Edgar cuts and the LA outfit, I landed back to the... What happens when...
So ICE agents are deporting Dominicans in Puerto Rico right now. There's a whole bunch of videos going online. There's a lot of people in Puerto Rico recording and, making videos about this stuff, right? And although it was a little confusing because nobody thought that, ICE was going to go all over to Puerto Rico to deport people, right? People were thinking about everything that was happening here in the States, right? But the point is that it doesn't really shock me. Like, when you think about it, like, right now, Puerto Rico is trying to push out its own people from certain areas.
Puerto Rico is part of the United States, bro.
So it actually makes perfect sense that they sent ICE agents down there to get rid of those people, to free up space. You know what I'm saying? Because for whatever reason, man, the United States, man, is trying to turn Puerto Rico and Hawaii, man, into a hub for the elite, man. Into a hub for the wealthy, bro. And they're trying to kick out all the locals. So...
Why are pop-up tents appearing in Mexico? Well, it's to do with one of the key pledges President Trump mentioned in his inauguration speech. The US leader has declared a national emergency at the border with Mexico and plans for mass deportations. He's just ordered thousands of troops there to put up barriers and lend support to US Customs and Border Protection. All of that has led to this. Structures are being built in Mexico in anticipation of people being pushed out of America, with shelters being prepared in football fields and in gymnasiums. The President of Mexico said she'll give humanitarian aid to migrants who are sent to her country to wait before they're eventually returned to their own nations. Illegal migration is a major issue in America, and Trump wants to deport at least 11 million people.
11
As part of the plans to
million.
defend America's borders, he's cancelled thousands of application appointments for people applying for asylum and reinstated the Remain in Mexico policy. Some of his policies might take longer to implement, like redefining birthright citizenship, which is being challenged in federal court. And civil rights groups, the ACLU, is suing to stop Trump trying to fast-track deportations without a full hearing. But the president has insisted there is no price tag to close off the southern border, so we can expect more scenes like this.
Just yesterday, we saw about 1,000 arrests by ICE. And just for context, in 2024, under the last year of the Biden administration, there was a daily average of about 312 arrests. So definitely an increase there. They targeted those with warrants. We also saw the DEA, ATF, and FBI assist as the Trump administration is looking to get more to help Border Patrol and ICE agents. And we saw it happen in Chicago, Denver, Houston, Miami, and San Antonio, right in that border state of Texas. Just yesterday.
Esta sí fue una redada real de ICE por el 45 Norte y Pitbull en Houston, Texas.
Sus promesas cumplirá. Él es fiel y lo hará.
That's like DEA. Don't say nothing about no ICE. This might be a drug right or something. But do y'all remember how happy they was when they was coming over here illegally?
Todos están cayendo. No les recomiendo cruzar porque hay un chingo de niños.
You got that old school ring right there. That must be an Obama phone.
They are saying people are being rounded up by the truckloads, entering schools and churches, looking for these immigrants. Y'all check this out.
México donde hay más oportunidades de empleo y donde literalmente uno se puede como radicar un poquito acá en México mientras espera el proceso que pueda venir a partir de este nuevo gobierno en Estados Unidos.
Look at all them people, y'all. Look at all these people that was coming into the country just illegally and getting funded.
Immigration laws will now be able to arrest migrants sheltering in schools and churches. The new guidance coming from the Trump administration today. This comes after nearly 24 attorneys general, including from New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut, filed federal lawsuits attempting to block yesterday's executive order ending birthright citizenship, which guarantees U.S.-born children are citizens even if their parents are not. And joins us now live in the newsroom with more. Linda.
Yeah, hi there, Steve. Well, first of all, President Trump, he had promised mass deportations, and today the administration taking a major step.
Wow. Well, people, them white folks ain't playing, man.
Cabeza, rodilla, muslos y cadera, cabeza, rodilla, muslos y cadera, cabeza, rodilla, muslos y cadera.
That is sad for the babies, I can't even lie.
Desde pequeño quería ser beisbolista, no llegué así que aprendí a batear hits por encima de una pista.
But you're going back home, nobody's not going to jail or anything.
Cabeza, rodilla.
Se intensifican las operaciones migratorias de la administración Trump durante un operativo de madrugada en Denver, Colorado.
¿Cómo arrestaron a tu papá?
Yeah, I don't speak Spanish.
ICE making raids in Chicago as early as today. Sources told the ABC7i team that federal authorities have identified dozens of targets for deportation, and all of those targets are either in custody, on bond, Please like or and wanted by law follow. enforcement. This food vendor on 26th Street, who we are not naming, telling us sales have dipped the last few days. She says if sales are good, she makes $350 a day. On a slow day, she makes about $150. She's not so sure if she'll even reach 100 today.
Por diferentes partes de la frontera sur aparecieron indocumentados deportados.
We're going to step in now because one of the planes are actually arriving now, but they, for the sake of the migrants on board, they want to put them through first a process of being documented and get them essentially all sorted with whatever they might need before they see cameras in their face. So we're going to respect that and step back inside. Let me show you actually, let me show you actually where they'll be coming as soon as they get in. It's into a reception hall like this. And you've got all the seats lined up. You've got the windows with some of the immigration agents ready to begin the processing. And they've got some water and snacks set up over there too. And come with me out to the hall, and you can see this is where they will continue the process. Gracias. And they'll then wait for transportation
Get me off
to their next location. One thing that was really interesting, speaking to one of the communications advisors to the vice president, is that the reason there's such heavy security here, and we're the only ones who have been granted access into this space, but we've noticed there are armed members of the military out front, there's police, and of course there's several checkpoints just to get into this location. And that is because, according to the communications secretary, just outside these gates are those who are trying to prey on the migrants who have returned. They are coyotes, basically smugglers, who then want to earn a profit essentially from exploiting them. And it's something that they're very concerned with when they bring migrants back into this country and trying to figure out a smooth way and safe way to reintegrate them. It's a huge...
Hello? This is an officer with ICE doing a routine check.
Well, I'm an American citizen.
Well, we have questions that'll determine that answer.
Okay.
How many points are scored in a football game?
6.
See, they think it's a game.
Make America
great again.
Who's the best female artist?
Taylor Swift.
All right, last question. Can you say Walmart?
Can you say Walmart?
Sir, can you say...
Yes, I know. Walmart. No.
Hell no.
Don't know if you've had a chance to see a video that has been going viral over the past hour or so. We're still working to clear it and show it. In fact, the Hollywood celebrity who posted it has now deleted it, I think because probably she faced a lot of backlash for it, noting even the New York Times and Fox News polls show that a majority of American respondents are in favor of deportations of criminals and gang members.
Yeah.
She posted a video sobbing. She was crying in it. She said, "All my people are getting attacked," with the picture of a Mexican flag. Again, she has now taken that down. But what do you say to those who are out there saying that these are everyday people, these are families that are being attacked and dragged out of their homes?
Nobody's being
How do you
attacked.
respond to
They're
that?
just going back home. They could willingly get themselves back up.
We've arrested public safety threats and national security threats, bottom line. And look, President Trump won the election on this one issue, securing our border and saving lives. What happened on our southern border last 4 years is the biggest national security threat this country's seen, at least in my lifetime, because we got over 2 million known gotaways. We got a 600% increase in sex trafficking. We got a record number of terrorists crossing the border on the terrorist watch list. We have 250,000 Americans dying from fentanyl coming across the open border. We're going to do this job, and we're going to enforce the laws of this country. If they don't like it, then go to Congress and change the law. We're going to do this operational apology. We're going to make our community safer. We're going to save. Once we lock that border on continuous operation, you're going to see fentanyl deaths decrease, illegal alien crime decrease, sex trafficking decrease. It's just all for the good of this nation, and we're going to keep going. No apologies. We're moving forward.
And where down we go.
A woman says that her father was picked up by ICE after ICE knocked on his door and then arrested him. This is a man who's 44 years old. He's a grandfather, and he arrived here from Mexico 30 years ago. Here, the first story that we're learning from is CNN affiliate WLS. This is in a northern suburb. Here's what his daughter said. Take a listen.
They will open the door because they thought maybe one of us were in trouble or something happened to us. He never did anything that would have been nice. I'm already heartbroken myself, and I can't really imagine little kids whose families are breaking apart because of this.
A woman says
My thing is, why are they so sad to go back home? I don't understand this. I really don't understand this. Y'all leave it in the comments and let me know. I'm not Hispanic or Latino or anything, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there in these different countries that's, you know, Spanish and Latino countries. I don't understand why y'all so fearful or depressed or sad to go to your homeland, your parents' homeland, your grandparents' homeland. Well, I don't understand it. But, you know, leave it in the comments and let me know.
Hoy es 27 de diciembre, son las 12:45 del mediodía. Una sesión para cuando llame su nombre, por favor, que baja su mano. Solo voy a hacer 2 preguntas.
Hoy estamos recibiendo los últimos 5 vuelos de retornados guatemaltecos aquí a la zona 13 y durante el año.
You've come home and your parents got deported. What? How did you know that? They crazy. They think it's a game.
Deportaron a 4 amigos que venían de trabajar de San Antonio. Pero ponga atención en algunos detalles del por qué se llegó hasta estas instancias. Mis amigos fueron a trabajar a San Antonio de lunes a viernes y cuando venían de regreso para Houston, un policía los detuvo por alta velocidad. Y aquí es cuando se pone un poco tensa la cosa porque el policía se da cuenta que traían un sticker también vencido. Y cuando les comienza a hacer preguntas a los 4 camaradas, ninguno de ellos sabía hablar el inglés. Y lo peor llega cuando él comienza a pedir identificaciones y solamente el chofer traía identificación y la traía vencida también. Entonces el policía comienza a sospechar de que algo no cuadraba con la situación según él. Y el policía comienza a deducir que todas esas cosas se le hacían sospechosas y llega a la conclusión que probablemente el chofer...
Going on Tuesday, we witnessed buses of Mexican nationals deported back to Mexico. It's the first deportees under the Trump administration. Going on Tuesday,
Deportation is going on, so my little advice is be careful. Be careful.
Sister, stay out of this. It ain't got nothing to do with you unless you over here illegally.
It is sad.
And if you are, hey, blessings to you, for real.
You and I can do.
All right, bro. Since they're doing a mass deportation, bro, if there's like an ICE person around, I'm gonna act like I'm undocumented and make them do all the hassle just to figure out that I have papers. So I'm gonna literally waste their time. I'm gonna be like, mi no inglés, y inglés yo soy de Mexico, this and that. And they'd be like, papers. No tengo papeles, no papers. And I want them to take me to everything, to the freaking, do all that crazy paperwork, and then to find out I have papers and waste their time. I'm gonna do that as many times as I can. Imagine I do the first time and they like freaking take away my papers and I go to the freaking.
But look at this. You act as if you want to be over here and it's such a blessing to be over here. You still have animosity towards this country. You still want to do malicious things towards this country. But you guys, come on, you can't be two-way street, man. You can't be in this country, you know, trying to be like, hey, Mexican hatred towards the United States inside the country that you living in and benefiting off of. Well, go back to Mexico if that's what you want. Take your big ear butt back to Mexico, man. If that's what you want so bad. If you want to protect your people and stand up for your people, go on back to Mexico. Nobody's stopping you, man. Go ahead.
Freaking Mexico. Actually, no, I'm half Puerto Rican, so
you don't even know what he is. You're a mud.
I'm only half Mexican. That would be funny though. The first person I'd be like, hola, hey, no tengo papeles, ICE, llévame para atrás. And then I'm gonna act all freaking guilty. And then out of nowhere in the freaking La Patrulla, I'm gonna be like, yo, where we stopping, bro?
Whole time got a rap song in his radio.
Let me know if this is a good idea. This is a good idea, right?
Shut up. I don't know what they saying, y'all. Like I said, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm gonna go and get rid of that
Major
one.
developments in President Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration. ICE agents carrying out raids in sanctuary cities, including Boston, Newark, New Jersey. Newark's mayor says multiple people were detained without a warrant, including U.S. citizens and military veterans. ICE says it arrested more than 500 people just yesterday, which is nearly double the daily average of arrests under the Biden administration in September.
NBC News correspondent Aaron McLaughlin is live outside a business that was raided in Newark. So much to talk about on the immigration front, Aaron. We just heard from the mayor there of Newark. How are the cities reacting to these ICE raids?
Well, city officials, Vicky, here are outraged. They're calling what happened at this seafood depot yesterday unconstitutional, according to employees that we've been speaking to. They say that ICE agents arrived unannounced without warrant and proceeded to raid the depot. There was a press conference with city officials and community organizations just a short while ago.
They were heavily armed. There was no prior announcement. They were blocking off entrances and exits. They were scrambling up delivery ramps. They were banging down bathroom doors to make sure no one was hiding inside. And most importantly, as the mayor said, they did all of this without being unable to produce a single name or a single warrant.
Now, according to the mayor, a number of individuals were detained during the course of a raid, including undocumented residents, as well as at least one U.S. citizen who was detained and pressed about his military documentation. Now, we have heard from ICE specifically about that allegation, saying, quote, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement may encounter U.S. citizens while conducting field work and may request identification to establish an individual's identity.
Major development.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that a lot of U.S. citizens will still get questioned behind this. You know, just because they are not I don't know, they just fit the stereotype. Like they fit the profile. You know, they're looking for a lot of, you know, Hispanic people, a lot of Latin people, a lot of, you know, Oriental people, you know, a lot of Asian people. You know, they are looking for, you know, a lot of Haitian people, a lot of African people. They looking for immigrants pretty much. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Leave it in the comments. It's a crazy situation, and let me know if you agree or disagree, you know, with the whole situation. But until the next one, man, let your lessons be your blessings, man. I see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be safe out there. Yeah, hey, do the right thing. That's all I can say.